Hey guys, welcome to KSP with my cool looking VAG 19D. I've called it a VAG because, I called it that. And today we're just going to be doing some KSP dogfights here with BDarmory and the Pew weapons add-on by, I think it's Lord Prometheus. Amazing update, like yesterday I think it was. Added all new Russian weapons. The R27, the R73, and the R77, and lots of other stuff. The P800 Oinks missile, or I guess that's how you say it, Onex or something, I don't know. Let's see, what else did he did lots of nice things. I don't know why this is big, but here it is, the KH-29 ground attack missile, anti-radiation missile, which is like booster driven. It looks really cool. Everything's really cool looking, see? Another air-to-ground missile, a Harpunsky, which looks really nice with that little air intake. Let's see, is that all? Let's see, air-to-ground. I don't know if he redid this one or not, but it looks sort of like he did, but maybe not. But this is a rolling airframe, I think. Not just a standard short-range air-to-air missile. He redid the textures, and I think the model on this one looks really nice. But anyway, enough of me saying how nice it is. This is aircraft of my own design, sort of based off of the Russian interceptors, the MiG-25 and the MiG-31. Has, as you can see, some R-27s on it, some R-77s, and those for close range. These are the infrared, just so you know. Those are the infrared ones, and then some thrust vectoring engines. But today we're going to start out by manning it and actually shooting at a drone, an armed drone. Yeah, I probably need to, well, that's sort of pointless. I need to map the countermeasures to some buttons. I forgot to do that. Sorry about that. It's just a space plane. Hang on. I have plenty of planes, so it's going to be really fun. Really fun. It's really fun. So action groups. Go down here to the countermeasures. Countermeasures. There we go. I like binding them to 0. So we're going to try that. And launch. And then we'll switch over to the drone. It's going to have two R-27s and two R-73s. I don't know the nicknames. I know the designations are easier to, memorize. So here it is. With its pretty much, I think it's completely stock, except for the wheels and the weapons, of course. Go over here and activate the weapons manager. Turn the guard mode for 360, 3,500. You don't have to arm it. All you have to do is do this and see. Then you can't arm. So I'm going to leave him on Team A. So I'm going to throttle up. And go into the settings and turn down the volume. For some reason, the BD Dynamics engine is really loud. I'm not sure why. So, lift off, gear up. Where's our target? There it is, way over there. Cinematic mode. So we're going to go with R27s. They're a little bit longer range, but they're still infrared, so I don't have to bring up the radome, but I will bring up the warning receiver though. That is really loud. Is there a way of turning that down? Settings. I guess it would be part of UI. What about if I just drop everything down? It's still there. I guess we're just gonna have to live with it. Let's see if I can. There, I guess that can do it. I'll turn those back up in a second. So I'm gonna switch teams and attack. Oh, forgot to arm. Fire. He hasn't tried shooting at me yet. So let's switch to R73. I don't think he has guns, so I think I'm safe as long as I'm using a keyboard, so I can only control about one axis at a time. Yes, hit, and he's going down. Smoke trail. You can pause, go over and see. Okay, one missile went by, and well, there he is. Let me turn this off. And the pause and resume bug. I don't know why that happens. I don't know if switching from craft to craft causes this to fail, but for some reason it will freeze and it won't let me resume. But anyway, it's not like a crash bug or anything. So we're going to revert to launch, and I'm going to park the VAG-19C out on the grass beside the runway so that I can launch what I consider a northern. This is not a northern. This is the eastern fighter. Oh, there we go. I was about to say. Okay, yeah, we're live. Okay, good. So this is what I consider an eastern fighter, and which is the VAG series. And then there's the westerns, which are just the F series. You know, F1, F2, F3, F4. They're not. So any name resemblance, like an F-16, isn't actually going to look like an F-16. It's going to be whatever happened to be at the designation. I think I have an F-16 analog though, but it's like the F5 or something. Is like its full name, or its name in game. Some of them have nicknames, some of them don't. And like the VAG stands for, I forget what it is, but I picked out two Kerbal names and combined them, sort of like the I'm gonna mispronounce it, Mikoyan-Gurevich, you know, as MiG. So that's how I made VAG, is out of two names. And then I think it's Valentine and some other M name. I can't remember what it was. Or no, not M, G name. Sorry. Anyway, any nicknames? I found a random name generator and I picked a cool one. So that's how that worked out. Anyway, man, this is pretty plain. I don't know why, but the sort of Foxbat, big, boxy, with sort of smallish wings, sort of looks good to me. I don't know why. Maybe just, I like really big engines in the back. Like the F-20 is a really cool looking plane in my opinion. So, let's see, what plane should we pit this against? So, here's a quick glance at all the vehicles I have. As you can see, quite a few. So here we go. The VAGs are all right here. I think the highest one we have is a 33. Yeah, which isn't very good. I don't know. I just had built something. I was like, it looks sort of like it was based off of a VAG. So, and as you can see, here's the Thunderfighter from it's Buck Rogers, I think. The Su-27. That was I downloaded that. That's a special one that somebody built. Stock, Rangers. Here's my P aircraft. P, or, you know, pursuit. Standard just propeller. Then Orlan is like Saab. So any Orlan craft is a Saab craft. So Orland Grady is one of them. The Orlan Limcott and the Orlan Dudorf. And like I said, those are all Kerbal names that are generated by the Kerbals. And then MA is sort of like my Messerschmitt. We got the KF 2000 Kerr fighter, which is like the Eurofighter. Hudkin is the same as the let's see, the Dassault, and Maximi is Mirage, and the Ferdos is the Dassault Raphael. So, and then as you can see, the different F series, which is quite a few different ones. F5Y. I want like a standard. F13. Here we go. I think one of these will do. The F10 is supposed to be like the F4, but it's such a high part count. F35. Drones. I thought I had more F-series craft. Where's the F2? Yes, this is I think what I wanted. It's like my F16, yeah. So, we're gonna go ahead and arm it. Let's just... hold on, can we? No. Okay, can't access settings for some reason inside the VAB. I want to stick it here so it symmetry, well, hit the wrong button. So symmetry acts correctly. And what in the world? Some attachment weirdness is going on. So wrong way, wrong way. Okay. Sometimes, I don't know why, but the nodes won't, symmetry doesn't want to work with the nodes sometimes. See? Not sure why that is. So what you have to do is place them on the missile. So, there we go. Yeah, they're a little bit close. Can I... see? It won't let me do symmetry for some reason. So I just have to... do that. Increase the height. And I don't know why it's doing that weird thing where I have to pick it up and it's really far away from where it is. Okay, there we go. And then we're gonna have one on the wing. One more here. If I can figure out what the right key is. There we go. And these are going to be sidewinders. So now it has a radar dome at the front. We can get some chaff. Or flares and chaff, sorry. Flares, chaff. And put this, I like to stick it right there. You want to keep it as level as possible. If you put it at an angle, well, it used to be that this was how everything locked on. It, depending on how this was orientated, I'm not sure if that's the case anymore, but I generally, just as a rule of thumb sort of thing, I try to keep it as level as you can. At least put it level with the cockpit, because there's some planes I have that the cockpit is pointed down a little bit, and you'll actually see this in a few modern jets have that. I'm guessing to increase forward visibility. And then this I like sticking back here. Well, it's barely gonna fit right there. Just because it's sort of out of the way and it doesn't put it on the top and make it look ugly. So then, got weapons, countermeasures, and I believe that's it. Like I said, it's supposed to be sort of like an F-16 sort of analog. And once again, sorry for any outside noises that you may or may not hear. If you don't hear them, well, I guess it's fine, so it doesn't matter. And sorry again for the lack of videos. Very busy person, and it's hard to remember, and sometimes it's just like, oh, I don't want to do a video. I don't know, it's like I want to do the videos, but sometimes it's hard to, because it's just like, you don't. It's weird. Anyway. Activate pilot. Wait a minute. Oh, wrong person. I'll just, I don't know what I was thinking. Deactivate pilot. Turn the brakes on. You just need to stop. You are the person that I want to activate. I have not flown this with the pilot, so it could crash it on takeoff. Sometimes the, takeoff pit, like the pitch up, is, can be violent. It'll break the engines off. Hold on. Sorry about that. Just a little thing that needed to happen and be done and get done. So, wait a minute. You're not supposed to be taking off, you other plane. I deactivated you, didn't I? I guess I did. Oh, it never throttled down. Okay, you can just... I don't know where your missiles went, but you can just crash. Activate pilot. Need to get the engine going, actually. Here we go. Get the field of view and the visual range. Don't need to activate the team or change the team, or else it might start attacking this guy. So you need to be set up. Guard mode on. So I can usually use this without problems. It's if I pause it, it will start going crazy. So, see, the problem is, if I get rid of the UI, I don't think this has a key binding, unless, yeah, it doesn't just use the standard time warp keys. So I'm gonna try to time it to where they're both like facing parallel, so then they would turn into each other. So they're both facing this way, just past north. So I'm gonna change right now, see what happens. And if a missile gets launched, I will okay, so missiles inbound. It's 165 speed. And oh, he got nailed. I was wondering why it was blocky like that. Got nailed, son. Those flares didn't seem to help. And I think sometimes the time slowing does affect stuff, so I may have just like accidentally messed up the whole battle. But there he goes. When I slow down time, the plumes are so much thicker and it looks so pretty. It looks so pretty. Look at that. That looks like so realistic. Man. Imagine when multiplayer becomes a thing. It'll be awesome. There's actually a I haven't tested out. I have some friends that have KSP. Well, my brother has KSP. And him and I might eventually do something. I guess that's my engines down there. You just move it back up and back to real time. Only thing I have against the effects is they eventually fade out. If they'd stay, or if there was an option to turn it back on or something, that'd be really nice. But anyway, I don't know, how long have we been running? Not too long. We'll do another one between something else, or well, I guess we can just do another dogfight. So I'll just revert to, let's see, revert to launch, I guess. And that reverts it to the last plane that I launched. So it's, even though I was watching the other one. I think this is more maneuverable than the Foxbat. This needs like a distance to really do anything effective. So anyway, before I start this though, I have something I have to go do, so see you guys in a second. Well, actually for you it'll be just like that, but for me it'll be like, I don't know, 5 minutes or something. Okay, here we go. So let's activate you. Excuse me. Get just a little bit of sound. Just a little bit of sound. And get you 360. And I always want to click here to activate it. I'm not sure why. And get you going. It seems generally like whoever has the first missile shot is the winner, so I don't know if that has any relevance at all, but it seems like it's the case. So the VAG-19 is going to break right this time. Interesting. This thing can turn, wow. spectacle. It's amazing. Everything starts happening so fast, it's hard to get everything going. Like, slow it all down and see it like this. I wish there was like a recording. Whoa, looks some other explosion right there. Yeah, it must have been the missile, the rogue missile. I wish there was a way to like record it in game, like record what just happened and then re-watch it like in KSP physics, like everything's on rails and gonna happen how it's gonna happen. They'd have something like that in IL2, but they don't have it in KSP, I don't think. Anyway, the closest would be to the minute I turn on the guard modes, max it down to 0, like the minute I change teams, and then I would go over to this guy on the ground and watch the whole thing. But anyway, it looks really pretty from the way down here. Anyway, that's all I think we have. Well, yeah, that's all we have time for. So anyway, thanks guys for watching. Let's go see if we can find the victor. The super maneuverable can beat the big interceptor. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the physics are somewhat messed up right here, because that doesn't look right. But anyway, thanks for watching. Just like, subscribe, and all that stuff. I'll try to have, well, I know I'll have these planes. I'll try to figure out if I can find mod lists of all the mods that I have. Somebody's tracking them. Well, I guess technically this guy can sort of still be tracking him, even though he's burning up as he's crashing. How long does this? It does get rid of all those. It gets rid of everything. Those don't look like flames, but who cares? I mean, from a distance they sort of do. Wow, that's really red. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share. I'll have apparently I'll have a Sidewinder dome in my ear, but I'll have the airplanes and mods and everything I can get that I need to have linked in the description. This is KSP with BDarmory, and thanks for watching. Bye.